Hey guys, it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today we're going to be doing a special Get Ready With Me video. This one is going to really be featuring the new Lorac collaboration with the Pirates of the Caribbean collection, which is something I have been so thrilled about. And so today I have the cheek palette that Lorac came out with, and also the big eyeshadow palette that they came out with. Again, the packaging is just so thought out and so beautiful. So I'm going to be using these eyeshadows today to create a look. We're going to be using the eyeliner that they give in this palette as well. And then of course the little cheek palette, which is supposed to be, this is supposed to be a diary of one of the characters in the new movie coming up this month. Anyway, so here is the palette. It's really pretty. In addition to these two that we're going to be using, I also did buy some of the lipstick lip gloss duos, and I haven't used this one yet. This is the Sparrow lipstick one, and so this is in its packaging. We're going to be using that today as well, and we're just going to create a look today. I'm not even sure what it's going to turn out like, but we're going to go ahead and get started. And also, if you guys want to see a full review and swatches of all these products, that is a video that I already did previously. This is just going to be creating the first look from this palette.
So guys, we're going to start out with the Smashbox Primer Water. I'm just going to spray this on my face to give my face some moisture, and again I'm just going to kind of let it sink in. Then I'm going to take my Kate Rimmel Lip Balm, and this is just a great prep for lipstick prior to going on. It just moisturizes the lips, and I am at the very end of that. This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer, and again this is just kind of like a smoothing primer. It's kind of got like a very slippy silicone feel to it, and it again just kind of smooths out my face and prepares it for foundation. So I'm just going to massage that into my skin before we start. Next up, I'm taking the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit to fill in my eyebrows. I'm just going to fill in some of the sparse spots just to make it look kind of full and look a little bit more put together. I like the angle of this little twist-up pencil. It's actually quite easy to use. And then I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And again, this is just going to be under my eyes to cover up my dark circles and some of the redness on my cheeks and underneath my chin, just to cover up any pimples. And again, I'm just going to blend that in, and it does a great job of concealing. It's one of my favorite concealers to use right now. And then I'm going to be taking the BH Cosmetics. This is their Smooth Canvas Primer in the shade Malt, and I'm just going to be putting this on my eyes. And then for foundation, we're taking the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Rose Ivory. This has kind of like a unique paddle, so I just kind of paste this on my face before I take a brush to blend in, but it actually is great coverage, and it's a really nice kind of like matte foundation, but I really like how it looks. Next up, we're going to be taking the Clear Brow Gel from Anastasia, and just going to sweep this through my brows just to lock them in place. This does a really good job of just holding and placing your brows in the right direction, and they stay put all day long. And then we're going to take the BH Studio Pro. This is their pressed powder in the shade 215, and I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is a precision brush from e.l.f. It's one of their powder brushes, and I'm just going to dust this on my face to set my foundation. It's a really nice soft brush. I really like the way this applies. Then we're going to be taking this really nice medium brown shade called Pirates Chest, and I'm just going to take a small blending brush and blend this into the outer corner across my crease. And again, this is just going to start the look and be our blending shade. And again, I'm just going to do that until it's blended out a little bit, and then I'm going to move on to the other eye, and again the same thing, outer corner into the crease. Next shade we're going to take is called Treasure, and it's this really pretty kind of like brown, reddish, rusty shade. And I'm just going to again take another fluffy brush and put this in the outer corner and kind of blend halfway into the crease and halfway onto the eyelid. And again, it's kind of this really pretty shimmery shade. The same thing on the other eye as well, just blend into the crease and into the center of the lid, making sure it's blending in with our crease shade. The next shade we're going to take is Arg, and this is a brown shimmer shade. It's a very dark brown, so I'm just going to put this in the very outer corner, and I'm going to be careful not to blend this too far in, just trying to keep it focused in the outer corner, but blending in just a little bit on the lid and a little bit onto the crease. And just to soften it up, I'm taking a fluffy brush and again just blending more into the crease to just kind of make it a little less harsh. And again, same thing on the other side, focusing just in that really outer corner V to darken up the darken up the outer corner. And again, a fluffy brush just to blend out. Up next we have Compass, which is a beautiful gold shimmery shade, and I'm going to take a flat brush and put this in the middle of my lid and blend it all the way into the inner corner, and I'm just packing this on. It's a gorgeous, beautiful gold. And again, same thing with the other eye. This gives just a nice, really pretty punch. And then we're going to take Matey, which is this kind of like off-white matte, and it's very pigmented. On a flat brush, I'm just putting this as my brow bone highlight. And again, I think this shows up really well and just kind of takes the look just up a notch. And guys, that's what it looks like once the shadow is on. Then we're going to move on to the Lorac front of the line. This is their black eye pencil, and it's a really, really kind of like creamy liner. And I'm just going to do the water line. I'm going to do the rims, the inner rim of my eye there, and I'm going to put it also on the top line as well. And again, this stuff stays really well once it sets, and it really honestly is very difficult to remove once it's on. And again, it just gives us a nice kind of Jack Sparrow, very darkened eye. And then we're going to go back in with Arg, which is that dark brown matte. I'm just taking kind of like a very small angled brush, and I'm putting this in the outer corner underneath my lower lash line. And then we're taking Treasure. Again, we're going back in with the same shades that we used before. And again, with that same brush, I'm just putting along my lower lash line as well to darken up this look, making it a little bit more dramatic. And then again, Compass, we're going to take that one on that angled liner, and I'm going to go in and just focus this on the inner corner on my lower lash line. We're going to be taking my Essence Princess Lash Mascara. This gives us a very volumized look. I really like this mascara. It really does a good job of lengthening and volumizing and kind of making you look like you have very, very dramatic, very full lashes. And again, I'm just going to coat that on until I get it to my desired consistency. Next up, we're taking the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tell No Tales. This is the lipstick lip gloss duo in the shade Sparrow. And this is kind of like a very cool gray. It's got like a purple in it. And again, I'm just going to be taking the lipstick first and putting this all over my lips. It has a nice kind of vanilla smell to it. It's very creamy and very moisturizing. So again, I'm just going to be putting that on first. Then guys, we're going to take the lip gloss portion, and this is kind of the pearlescent purple shade, which is really kind of cool. And it just, again, gives us a little bit of a topper, very glossy. It's not sticky. Next up is the cheek palette, and we're taking this very nice matte blush called Caribbean, and I'm just going to pop this on the apples of my cheeks. It's just a really nice, again, matte but very pigmented blush. You can build it up or you can keep it light, but I think it looks pretty natural and provides like a nice peachy shade. And then for contouring, I'm going to take this brown matte. It's called Lost Soul. It's very light, but it's very buildable, so you can start out again light with it, or you can give it a little bit more of a heavy hand. And I'm just going to be putting this into the contour of my cheeks and on my temples, down my neck, and also on my lower jaw. Next, moving on to highlight, we're taking Star Reader, which is this really nice gold highlighter, and I'm just going to be popping that on the tops of my cheekbone right there, and it gives you a nice, pretty stark gold shimmer. Alright guys, so that is what it looks like once we are done.
Alright guys, so I put on my pirate hat and I did my hair to finish off this look for this Pirates inspired look, and I ended up going a little bit darker but not too crazy. I definitely think these shadows are super pigmented and they're buttery. They have a little bit of fallout, but for the most part it does not matter. They blend really nicely and they wear really well throughout the day. The cheek palette has been really nice. It's not like the darkest palette, but I like that I can have a bronzer in here. I can use the blush, which is really pretty, the Caribbean blush. I like it a lot. It's very natural. And then there's a lot of pretty highlight shades to choose from. I picked the gold one, and I was really surprised on how pigmented these are for Lorac, because I've never had any Lorac highlighters before, and I love how it's all in one. I think that's really cute. And then for the lipsticks and lip gloss, this one I had not worn yet, but these smell super vanilla-y. They smell really nice. They go on really smooth and creamy, and I would say they have about maybe like a 4-hour lasting power. They're not going to wear me all day, but it is kind of fun and something different to try. And this is definitely kind of like a gray purple, which I don't know, I feel like the perfect name for this one is Sparrow, because it's kind of a darker Jack Sparrow kind of look. But I really I enjoyed doing this. I loved the black eyeliner too. I think that's a really big thing that they needed to include, because Jack always has those dark eyes, and it's that kohl liner that really gets you that really darkness. So that actually wears really well. I will say it's hard to get that off. Once it's on, it will stay a long time. It takes me days to completely get rid of that stuff, but it does work. So I am a big fan of this collection. I think if you're thinking about it and you like Pirates of the Caribbean, this is definitely one to get. It's unique, it's very different, and I don't know, I just thought it was really well done as far as packaging and the actual quality of the products. But if you want to get my full in-depth review, like I said, I detail everything in that review, and I will link that down below for you guys. So let me know if you picked up anything from this collection. I'm a big fan of Pirates in general, so I had to indulge myself, and I'm glad I did. And what I think I'll do is, since there's so many options for looks with this particular palette, I think I'm going to do multiple looks. And so if you have any special requests for types of looks, whether it's like a day look, a night look, or if it's maybe like a character look, like I would love to take like a character inspired look and maybe do a couple of those. So let me know, and thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below and I will talk to you guys there. Bye!